both my parents due to cancer, 6 months apart. And I really felt like a real lonely place in life. You know, I didn't really know my dad anyway, but my mom was always close to me. And my grandma took custody of me. She brought me to school. I graduated, and I was just running her crazy. And she sent me off to Job Corps, where I got my security license, my 816, my CPR, and stuff like that. I came back. I was still like in that mind state where she couldn't tell me what to do, and I was like hard-headed, and she didn't want me to like live with her no more. So I was in a place where I was homeless. I didn't have anybody to like care for me. I was in a really dark place in my life, and I put a suicidal status on my Facebook page. Like, I didn't have nobody in my life, and Brandon Roberts was like, listen, I know a guy that you can talk to that will take you out of that darkness and show you the light. And he's talking about Thud. And my grandma brought me to the ranch one day. We sat down, we talked to Thud. He's like, yeah, get your stuff, come on. I went to program in 2012. I completed the program. Came back due to just not, when I left the ranch, I wasn't fully ready to leave, but in my head, I just was ready to like, just try it on my own for once, you know, like see if I can do it, and I couldn't. So 2016, I came back, and I stayed for a couple of months, and I found out my grandparents were sick. So I left the ranch in 2016 to take care of my grandparents. And as they passed on, then I had nobody, I only had my brother. I reached out to Thud, like, listen, I'm not doing nothing out here in the South. Like, hey, I'm not making no money, nothing. Like I can't do it out here in the South, Thud. He was like, listen, find a way to the ranch, and we'll try our best to help you out. He was even ready to send somebody to come get me in the South. Like, I'll find staff to come get you from the South if you don't have a way back. I've talked to Thud when we came back, and we did program a little bit, and he blessed us with an internship. And through this internship, from transitioning over from what I've learned being a resident to now, it's like now I can actually coach and show leadership to where I know. Because when I first came to the ranch, I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to do roofing or landscaping. I didn't know nothing, no trades. So when I came to the ranch back in 2012, I learned all these trades. And now I have the opportunity to coach these kids and show them the same things that I was taught when I was at the ranch. It's a blessing for me because I see how it is when I was a resident. It was hard when I was like 21, 22. Like, I didn't complain. Like, I always went to work out and I always went to that stuff. But I see how like the residents now are like, oh, I'm going to work out, and being in my shoes, just seeing that and being through that, living through that, now I have the skills to actually coach them to where they're like, you know what, you're right. Like, I'm gonna go work out, or I'm gonna go to school, or I'm gonna go to work program and do this. Even though I don't wanna pick up no horse poop, I'm still gonna go do it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing for me to give back for everything that I've learned. Now I'm actually giving it back to the other residents. Being brought up with my mom, I only had her. So it was hard for me to trust other people and love other people. So when I'm in a Christian-based campus that I'm at, and we're holding hands and we're hugging and we're crying and we're laughing and eating together and stuff like this, I've grown to this love with these people that I just consider my family. And I know if I'm ever alone, I can always reach out to Thud or Mr. Hill or Mrs. Hill or Jim or Steve or somebody that's on the ranch that I've grown that relationship with. And now it's to the point where everybody there that works there, I have a relationship with. Because I've been there these many times, 3 times, it's like, I can just always reach out to somebody that I know I can talk to, or if I'm in a dark place, they can just give me the guidance that I need to get back to the light. When I first came here, there was this quote, and everybody was wearing on their shirts, a wellness shirt, be strong and courageous. And I didn't really understand it because of my prior life. And being here, I've learned how to stay strong and stay courageous, and I'm pushing through it. And every time I work, I make sure I give it my 1,000,000%. And it's all because of this place that I'm not in that weak, dark place anymore. I'm in the light.